Hi guys, it's X. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. So I don't know why I am very consistent with this particular video. I've been doing it for years, and I'm not the type of person to actually think that you should wait until the new year before actually starting something or changing your life. I think it's kind of silly, but for some reason this year I woke up super motivated. I had all these plans. I don't know if it had to deal with the fact that I completed my New Year's resolution last year, but anyway, if you want to know what my thoughts and opinions are and what my goals are for 2023, just keep on watching. But before you swipe me away or click me on this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you. Okay, one thing that, and I'll share things from the past, is I have always, usually on like New Year's Eve, we'll set an intention. We'll write it down on a little piece of paper and then we'll burn it, and like it's supposed to come true. I also always talk about a happy jar. This was my happy jar from last year. Basically what a happy jar is you're supposed to write down things that happen to you that are very good throughout the year, put them in this jar, and then at the end of the year open them and read them. And to be honest, I totally forgot. There are a couple in here, so I guess we can read them together and just see. I always literally forget to do this, so shame on me. But I'll talk about my New Year's resolution from last year, and then we'll get to my New Year's resolutions for this year. So the first one says, March 1st, celebrated mom's graduation with the family. Aw, okay, so my mom was a funeral director for 20 to like 25 years, and she recently became a CNA. So on March 1st, we celebrated her graduation with the family. We took her out. That was really fun, exciting. Okay, so let me see. January 10th, 2022, mom started CNA school. I laugh at the fact that these are all about my mom, but this is funny. But yeah, so like I said, she changed her career. March 8th, went to the movies for the first time in 2 years. Oh my God. Yeah, due to COVID, we hadn't gone to the movies in so long. I don't even remember what we saw, but yeah, that was something that I thought was special enough to put in my happy jar. Okay, and then my last and final one. This is fun. I'm actually mad at myself that I didn't do this. So, okay. 119. Oh, 257's husband brought us cupcakes. Okay, so this is a room in the hospital that I work at, one of them, and the husband brought us cupcakes, and I love cupcakes. So that was a special enough memory for me to share. So this is fun. I want to do this again this year, but I'll probably forget. Okay, so my last year, I'll insert the video of my poster, but I basically last year said that I was going to go on a new hike every week for 52 weeks, and I did complete it. I was very excited that I did it. I was supposed to go on one more because I did 2 in the same week when I first started, because I went December 28th and it happened to be in the same week as the first. And I didn't because it's been raining like crazy. But anyway, let's move on to this year's goals. Okay, so for 2023, I want to focus on mind, body, spirit, and career. So I don't just have one New Year's resolution, I have many. So realistically, do I feel like I'm going to complete all these? I don't know, but I was pretty determined last year and I succeeded. So we'll see. So let's go over what my goals are and why. So the first goal is to read all the books in my room. Okay, so I recently, very recently, a year ago, took up reading. And the reason why is because I have a younger cousin who's reads a lot, and her mom always posts like how many books she has read, and I don't know if she gets like an award or something from school. So I decided to like ask online like what are your book recommendations, and people were like, what do you want to read specifically? I was like, I don't care, because usually I read romance novels and I'm like, I'm over it. Like I just want to expand my knowledge. And after that, it was so exciting. I started buying all these books on Amazon and stuff, and I have so many now. And it's kind of funny because the pile just kept growing and growing and growing. As I was reading them, I was just like, oh my god, I want to buy this book and this book, and I hadn't even finished reading the ones that I have. So currently on my desk, I do have a textbook in here, a religion book, and then all the books that I still have for my recommendation list. So let's see how many there actually are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 books. So I want to clear this off my desk because this has been in my room for months, almost a year now. And so I do want to get through these books before I buy new books, but my goal is to have a room in my home one day, kind of like Belle's dream, of just all these books on the wall, and somewhere I can just go and like have tea and like books I read and read. So I think that would be really cool. Okay, the next one is meditate, journal, stretch 3 to 5 times a week. There was a point in my life last year where I was meditating every day, stretching, drinking a cup of tea, writing down my thoughts and feelings in a journal. My dad bought me this journal for my birthday last year, which I thought was pretty cool, and I have been writing in it. I actually promised myself I wouldn't, because it says nurse, that I wouldn't, that I was gonna write like my adventures once I started becoming a nurse practitioner, but I kind of just started writing other things in it. And I don't know, I feel like I was my happiest self that point last year, where I was doing all these things and like working out, and I just felt like my whole life was put together, and I was like the happiest I had ever been in a long time. And then I got another job. I started my second job, and I was so busy and working so much. I still am, but like I just felt like I lost myself for a minute because I had no time for myself, my family, my husband, nobody, just literally work. And I just realized like life is not all about work or money. Like it is about happiness and like spending time with people. And so I just want to focus on those things again. And I just remember when I was doing these things, like I was so happy. Sorry. I went on a 5-mile run earlier outside, and like I'm like, I hope I'm not getting sick. But anyway, I also downloaded or purchased this journal from Vicky Justice. So Vicky Justice is a fitness influencer that I follow and have followed for years. Actually, I like thank her because I felt like I was getting wedding ready at around the time that I found her, and she introduced me to Women's Best, and Women's Best is a supplement and clothing line that I use for fitness. Okay, so sorry, my dogs are going crazy. So I got this. It's a e-journal. I think it's pretty cool. I like the prompts. So the prompts are pretty deep, and I just wanted to try it out. I realized though, like I almost think I'm gonna print this just because I am not an iPad reader. Like I just can't, I don't know. I like to physically touch things, turn the pages, see how far I am before I finish. Like, I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, I got that, and then she also had a planner, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm having a little bit of problems with the planner because when I save things on here, I'll hit done, and then when I reopen it, it's like gone. It's a little annoying. So I wrote to her to see like, am I doing something wrong? Is there a save button that I don't know about? Like, I don't know. But anyway, I will link down below where I got this particular journal if you are an ebook person, and then you can just pick any journal. I also had a fit journal that I was working on, and I want to get back into working on that. And what that one was like basically cutting out things from a magazine and like putting them together, kind of like scrapbooking. So I really liked that idea. Okay, so my next one is lose 30 pounds. I know it sounds crazy, but I am 5'2". My whole life was between 115 to 120 pounds. I'm currently 153 pounds. So even though you can look at me and think like I'm crazy for wanting to lose 30 pounds, like that seems too much, too excessive, it actually will just put me back where my norm is. And I wanted to be realistic. And so I'm gonna try to lose 15 pounds by June, 15 pounds by December, just to break it up. I recently found out like you can lose 50 pounds in a year safely. So I feel like I'm not trying to overdo it. I'm not focused on the number on the scale. I just wanna feel healthy and happy again. And the reason why particularly, there is a major big overall goal here, but I'm not gonna share that with you yet. I'll share it in the future. But ever since I started this second job, at first I was losing a ton of weight, and I went from like 149 down to 140, which I was struggling to lose anyway, because I was working working out 2 hours a day, 4 times a week, and just maintaining. And as soon as I quit my job, as soon as I got the second job, I started gaining 10 pounds within like a month. And with that came constipation, bloating, fatigue, heartburn I don't have heartburn like a normal person where like they feel burning sensation. I have a difficulty swallowing because of regurgitation. So I just feel like all these health problems are due and stem to stress and the fact that I've never been this weight for my height. So what I did was I signed up for personal training. I am so excited. I signed up at LA Fitness because I've been a member there for a while. I felt so bad because I promised this girl, Kelsey, if you're out there, I believe that was her name. I went for this like assessment and she was trying to sell me the like personal training, and I really wanted to do it, but I knew I was going to take on this second job. I didn't know if I was going to be able to commit. And I was like, ugh, and at that time I was pretty athletic. So I was like, I don't want to commit to this. It's super expensive and then like not do it, which I'm glad I did not, because I had no time for anything. I was working 5 to 6 12-hour shifts a week, like for 4 months. So I was like, there's no way. And like my body is burnt out at this time. So I was like, I can't do it. And now I'm just like, now that I've been through all the stress and like have realized that there's more to life than just working your ass off, I'm ready to focus this year on me and my health. So I signed up for personal training. I'm going to be going 2 times a week for I believe 8 months. And I'm so excited for that. The next one that also kind of coincides with that is run 100 miles. I didn't put it in order. So run 100 miles. I have the Nike Run app, which I love. I think it's really fun to see, like, you get the little awards and the badges and stuff, but I like to see where you rank kind of throughout the world and like how many miles you've ran on the app, and like it changes colors once you hit a certain milestone. So I think it's pretty cool. And so I thought at first 100 miles was like crazy, but I actually did run, I think, a total of 117 miles since I've been with Nike app. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit 100 miles. So I'm not gonna just say these things, I want to do these things. So today I went out there. It was kind of drizzling, but I did it. I ran 5.7 miles today. So I really want to get these things accomplished. The next thing on my list that I skipped was learn more about food, nutrition, vitamins, minerals. So I know I have to give up red meat. I know red meat is like probably the worst thing for me. My cholesterol is very high right now. I mean, it's not super high compared to other people, but like it's high for me. I'm not sure I understand. Oh, Siri. So I just want to get my cholesterol normalized. This has happened to me in the past, like when I was getting wedding ready, my cholesterol was high. I lost, I don't know, 15 pounds and my cholesterol normalized. So that's my goal. My goal is to learn more about food, vitamins, not eat as much red meat, even though it's gonna be so hard for me because my favorite type of meat cut is red meat. It is the rib flanken style, where it's like a strip of meat this long and it has like 4 or 5 bones on it. My favorite thing to eat. So I have to give it up. I want to see if it's like part of the reason why I have so much gastrointestinal upset. Okay, so the last thing I have on here, which I'll talk before I get into career-wise, is go to a new state. So my husband and I have this scratch off like map of the US, and we've gone to 10 out of the 50 states. So I just want to scratch a new one off this list. Hopefully, I know my husband wants to travel so badly and I would love to do that with him, but right now I have 2 jobs and being able to juggle that has been very hard. So hopefully, I know we're at least gonna go to one, hopefully two. I was really looking at New York this year for New Year's and was like, I kind of wanna, I don't know if I'd wanna go to Times Square, but like I would like to see it once in my life. So I don't know, maybe we'll do that. Okay, so the next thing on my list is finish CEUs. So as a nurse in the state of California, I have to do 30 CEUs within 2 years. For my nurse practitioner license, I have to do 100 in 5 years. So and 25 of them have to be specifically pharmacology. So my goal this year is to finish those CEUs, because if not, I can't renew my license. And then my last thing that's on here, and I've debated on doing this or not, is add CCRN to my name. I used to think the CCRN was like such a really exciting credential to have. A lot of hospitals like it, like on your resume, but I think COVID changed things. And then I became a nurse practitioner, so I was like, do I really even need it at this point? However, my current nursing job gives like an extra $1.25 or something if you're certified. So I was like, hey, why not? I've been promising like that I was gonna get this since, so you have to have a year at least in, I believe ICU before you can even apply, or like acute care before you can even apply, and I have not done that. I mean, when I first wanted it, like I didn't have that done. I've been an ICU nurse now, I want to say 4 years, and still haven't gotten it done. The reason why was because I was in school for NP, and then I got my job. So I think I want to stop putting excuses off and just go and get it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for this video. Please comment down below what your New Year's resolutions are. Do you believe in resolutions? I never used to, but this year, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Good luck to everybody who is out there trying to get sober, stay sober, be clean, change your life for the better. Bye.